Check, 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 check. Cool. So I wanted to do this one just to show you guys how powerful the pattern is. How powerful the pattern is. So here we have 15 examples on a 1 hour time frame, and if I've missed some, let me know. We have 15 examples of when the pattern that I trade set it up on the 1 hour time frame. So your first example is right here. Your entry would have been at 29,194, and it made a high of 29,404 or even higher. So on number one, so we're gonna label these two. Let's on number one, you would have had pretty quickly a max of 208 points. So on if you're up 208 points on the US 30 on number one, your stop should be probably cut in half, right? It should be probably at plus maybe 104. So on the first one, let's just say plus 104. Okay. On the first one, you had plus 104. You're just cutting it in half, right? You got a maximum of 208. So we'll just say plus 104 on number one. Stops are always to break even when you're up 40 to 50 points. But this one, let's just say you got plus 104. You didn't get the whole move up, but you got plus 104. Okay. Pretty simple. Number two is a sell, and number two you lost. So number two you would have lost 200 points because a full stop loss on the US 30 would be 200. So on number two, it looks like that was a sell, and you would have lost 200, which again, losses happen and they're part of the game. So on number two, we'll go minus 200. That would have been a full stop loss, right? Number three, let's check number three. Number three was also a sell. Get rid of this for now. Number three was also a sell. And you would have sold at, oops, right here at 29,267. It never stops you out. It makes a high of, and then so it never stops you out at your original 200 point stop loss, and then it comes down to 29,107. So you had 160 points there. So on number three, we'll just say plus 80, cut it in half again, right? And just say plus 80 on number three. Okay, always moving stops into more profit whenever you can. Number four was a sell. Number four, you got in right here at the close of that candle, 1 hour candle at 29,358. And number four, it came down basically to here before it came back up. It came down to 29,079. So you were basically up 280 points on number four. Cut that in half, and that's plus 140. Whatever you want to do. I don't really give a damn what you do. You have two flying fucks what you do. Plus 140. We're just cutting those in half, okay? We're cutting those in half. Okay, number five would have been a buy. The fifth example here would have been a buy at right here. All of these are basically about the same, right? At 29,250, and it gets to 29,358, so you're up 108 points. So 54 points on number five, plus 54. Just cut it in half. And all these are going to be about the same. Times 3, all right? For 5, 6, and 7. Number 8, you would have gotten in at number 8 is a buy. Eighth example here is a buy. You would have gotten in right here at the opening of the next 1 hour candle at 28,823. And really it's not done anything but go up, right? So you get up and you I mean, number 8 could be just stupid good. So 28,288, 283, you could be up 1,400 points on that. You would have to scale down to a smaller time frame and see if it ever came back and stopped you out. So maybe up here, maybe up here. Maybe up here you got to 300 points and it never came back. Number 8 is questionable, but I mean, shit. You have 1,400 points on that. We're gonna put plus 7. We're gonna put plus 700 on that. You can change it. I don't really care. I'm good. How are you? Plus 700 possibly. I mean, there's plus 1,400 possible, right? Number 9 was a sell. You would have gotten in right here at 29,369. It made a low of 29,285. So you're up 70. You're up 85 points. So your stop loss plus 42 on number 9. If you cut that in half, plus 42. Number 10, if you look at number 10, it's a buy on number 10 at 29,890. And it made a high of 29,995, so plus 50 potentially on, really, if you cut that in half on number 10, plus 50. Fair value gaps. You can call them whatever the hell you want. I don't really care what you call them. That's probably a Dave term, right? I don't care what you call them. Call them whatever you want. Call them whatever gets you up in the morning, right? I don't really care. I've never heard that term before. I think I don't really care about what it is. I just know that it makes money. So call it whatever you want to call it, man. Whatever floats your boat. Okay, on number 11, you would get in at 29,921, and it came up to a high before it came back down to that area of 30,366. So technically, you could have had 440 points. We'll say plus 220. We'll just cut that in half. Plus 220. Oh, you know what? Oh, that is number. I missed one here, and we might have to highlight that one too. It's the one that I absolutely missed. Okay, you can call. I don't care what you call it. Hey George, what's going on? I really don't care. Whatever, like I said, whatever floats your boat, whatever gets you up in the morning, does not matter to me what you call it. Number 12, you would have gotten in at the opening of that candle right there at 32.22, and it made a high of 33.66. You're up 140 points. Number 12 plus 70 maybe, right? I'm just cutting them in half. And then number 13, I think you actually lose on number 13. Yeah, you lose. So number 13 is a minus 200. I think, right? Well, let's see. You have to at least get to 50 points to place your stop at break even, right? And I definitely don't think you got there on number 13. Number 13, you would have bought right. Oops. What am I doing here? What am I doing? Did I just close this? Whatever. Figure that out later. Figure that out later. So number 13, you bought right here at 33.48, and I obviously don't think you got to. Yeah, so number 13 you lost. Number 14, it's also potentially you lost on number 14. Number 14, you would have gotten in here. And let's see if it took you all the way out. Number 14. You would have gotten in at 30,107. Yeah, so number 14, you lost 200 as well. Hi from Brazil. So on some of those trades, you have a negative 600 on the losses. You have 3 losses that were negative 600. Three losses, 3 L's for negative 600, right? But then if you add up all the wins, let's add up all the wins. 104, 80, 184, 400, 640, 1340, 1382, 1432, 1600, and about 1700 in wins, right? So 14 wins. No, not 14. Sorry, there was 14 examples. So 11 wins, and in those 11 wins, you had 1,700 positive, right? If you just add those up. Well, it doesn't have to be negative $600. It just obviously it depends on how big your what your lot size is, right? It may not be negative 600 because you can trade micro minis. It may be negative 60. I don't know. I don't know what your lot size is. But let's just assume with these examples that you're trading dollar lots. Yes, that would be negative $600. But you also had 11 wins that got you 1,700. So your net positive of $1,100. A net positive of $1,100 just following this simple pattern. So your net positive 1,100. Right? So out of those 14 examples, you won 11 out of those 14 trades. I'm not a math major, so we'll just go to the calculator. 11 divided by 14. 79%. So 79% of your trades you've won. Okay. So yes, you had 3 losses that equaled 600, but you also had 11 wins netting you 1,700. So who would take that winning percentage? If you're going to win 79% of the time, would you take that? Of course you would. We all would, right? Every single one of us would take a 79% winning percentage every time. You'd be crazy not to take that, right? Crazy not to take that. Now I got to check this. You'd be crazy not to take that. And like I said, it doesn't matter what time frame, it doesn't matter what pair, it doesn't matter anything. That pattern works no matter what. It does not matter. But every single one of us, me included, every single one of us would take that trade because it's a no-brainer. It's like a no honk guarantee. You take that trade because that's what the numbers say to do, right? So, and it's the simplest thing in the world. It's the simplest pattern in the world. You need nothing else. You don't need anything else. Okay, you don't need anything else. You don't need anything. It does not matter what the color of the candle is. If it's a buy, It does not matter anything. All that matters is that you have that pattern and you trade that pattern. That is it. It, done, gonzo, goodbye, gonzo. Nothing happened between me and Dave. I don't have any problem with Dave at all. A lot of it's just banter. I don't have any problem with Dave. I think that I have the problems I have with him are the same problems I have with every other people that stream on YouTube that will not show you a live terminal. I have a problem when you say, "Oh, I called this," or "I told you guys about this," but you didn't execute it, right? That's the problem I have. I have a problem with people saying, "Well, I told you this move was going to happen, but you didn't execute it." There's a difference between talking about things and executing things, and that's my problem with Dave, to be honest with you. Because if you look at all his streams, he talks about, "Oh, I told you guys this to look for this candle." Well, then where's your trade, right? Where's the trade that you're in? If you told people about this candle, then where's the trade you're in? Where's your execution, right? That's the problem I have, and it's not just with Dave, it's with everybody in the industry. You go to their YouTube streams and they never show what I'm showing right here. They never show a live terminal. Why? If they're really good at what they do, and I'm not saying maybe they are really good at what they do. If they're really good at what they do, why are they afraid to show their terminal? Why? Why are they afraid to show their terminal if they're as good as they claim to be trading? But none of them do it. He talks about all the different moves. He told these people, "Oh, I told you to do this. I told you to do that." Well, but where's the execution of what you told them? Well,
you show you where my mind is.
Well, you don't know that for sure. I mean, Rocking Star, how do you know that? How do you know that for sure? You don't know that for sure. That's what you're saying because Dave doesn't like him, so you're just saying what Dave would say. How do you know that? How do you know that for sure? What evidence do you have that it's fake? I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't know, and I don't really care, but what evidence do you have to say it is fake? You know? I mean, if you make accusations like that, you need to be able to 100% back them up. But what I can tell you is you can't go on stream and tell people, "I told you guys it was going to go up," when it's already up here. And you can't say to people, "I told you it was going to go up." Well, yeah, you have the foresight of it going up. Well, of course you can say that now. But where were you when it was down here saying to people it's going to go up from here? Where were you? Why weren't you saying that? So that's proof that it's fake? That's not proof that it's fake. And again, I'm not saying what you're saying isn't true. I don't know and I don't really care, but that's not evidence that it's fake. That's not evidence that it's fake. But this is evidence of hindsight trading. This is clear-cut evidence of hindsight trading. Where's the execution? If he says that he told you it was going to go up from this area right here, where's the execution to have it going up? Where is it? And the problem is you'll never see it. You'll never see the execution because he is the best hindsight trader in the history of mankind. Where's the execution? Where is the execution of the actual stuff that he is talking about? That's the problem I have with traders. It's really easy to talk about stuff after the fact, and that's the problem I have. You would think that if you were as good as he says he is, that you would want to show your terminal, that you'd be proud to show your terminal, that you would want to, that it would be something of pride to show your terminal. because it's really good. You would think you would want to do that, but he doesn't. And the question is why? Why don't you? Show me those people. Show me those people, Rocking Star. Just show me the people. Show me the people. Show me the people. That's all I'm saying. Just show it to me then. Come on. So, which is really funny too. And I'm not trying to necessarily get on your case, but you're not. But you're saying that Raja fakes his terminal. You don't think that those people that are on that Discord, they can't fake that terminal? They can't fake that terminal? I'm not saying, again, I'm not saying you're wrong, but you're saying that Raja fakes his terminal, but you're saying the people on that Discord, they can't fake their terminal? You can't have it both ways. So couldn't I just say to you, well, the people that you're saying are profitable with his teachings, they're using a fake terminal too. Why does Raja need to do it? Again, that's what I'm asking. Why you got to apply the same logic. Why does Raja need to do it? Why does Raja need to do it? Raja could walk away from trading today and never trade again, and he'd have enough money to last his entire life. Why does he have to do it? Well, again, good for them. I'm just saying if he's so, I'm just saying if he's so good, and you're missing the point. If he's so good at what he does, why isn't he executing it? Why, if Dave is so good at what he does, why isn't he executing it in his own personal live account and showing it to people? Why isn't he executing? Well, again, you have a biased opinion of him because Dave doesn't like him, and you're parroting the same information that Dave's parroting. First of all, I never hated him, Rocking Star. So you're just flat out lying. If you were to see the conversations he and I were having during that time when I would go after him, you would realize that we would message each other all the time saying, "Hey man, it's nothing personal. We're just having a little competitive banter." So you're absolutely lying to yourself if you thought I hated him. If you saw the personal messages we were sending to each other on Instagram, you would feel differently. But you're just making shit up. No, I don't like him. I don't like him. You can safely say that. You've heard that. You hear that straight from my mouth. I don't like him. But again, you're just making shit up. You're saying that I hated Raja when you have no idea what I did. You have no idea. You're just throwing shit against the wall to see if it'll stick. You have no idea. You're not in my head. You don't know you're just throwing shit against the wall to see if it'll stick. I don't really have to say. I just have my reasons, but it's something that I don't have to tell anyone. I just don't like him. I just don't like him. And I'm entitled to have that opinion and I don't have to share it. That's just the way I feel. Right or wrong. I just don't like the guy. Why are you wasting time on this BS? Friend, I don't know how many times I have to tell people I'm passionate about new traders getting duped by people who say they know what they're doing that have no fucking clue what they're doing. I don't know how many times I have to mention that. I don't like people acting like they have a fucking clue what they're doing, but have no fucking clue what they're doing. Because new traders watch these people and be like, oh my gosh, this guy's really good. I should follow him. So it's actually a passion of mine to try and inform these traders, especially the new ones, that you need to look out for people. You need to look out for people who say they're really good at what they do, but they'll never show you a live terminal. Again, I don't know how many times I have to say that. I've been very, very clear on that. I don't know why I have to continue to repeat that. I'm trying to look out for the new trader that falls for their shit. I don't know why that's so difficult to understand. Well, then why are you asking him why it's BS? I don't like people, especially who charge for their services, claim to be really good, but then they can't show that they're successful in their own personal live account. I don't like that. I don't know, Rocking Star. I mean, do you see that? He charges. Don't fucking lie to people, Rocking Star. Don't fucking lie to people. He does charge, so don't fucking lie to people. He absolutely charges. Don't fucking lie to people. Don't lie to people. It's unbecoming. Don't lie to people. It's very unbecoming. He's never charged for a thing. That's really weird because when you go in here into his stream, see these people with little check marks by there? See these people with little check marks by there? You see these people with little check marks by there that I'm circling right now? They paid to get that. See these right here? They paid to get that little star. Because they just said that he doesn't charge for anything. You just said he doesn't charge for anything, but how do they get these little things there? So he charges for it though. That's what I'm saying. He charges for it, right? You just said he doesn't charge for anything. He charges to get that little symbol there. He charges to get that symbol there, yes or no? Yuri, yes or no, he charges to get that symbol there. That's not the question I'm asking. Yes or no, it costs money to have that. That's not you're missing the point, you're missing the question. Yes or no, it costs money to have that little star. It's a very simple question, yes or no? Yes or no? It's a very simple question. I don't need some organic response to it. It's a very simple question. That's not what I'm asking. Stop trying to deflect the question. Stop trying to deflect the question. Do, does it cost money to get that star? Yes or no? Stop trying to deflect. You're not going to play this game with me. How am I'm stating the truth. How is it weird to state the truth? How is it weird to state the truth? We live in a society now where truth is now weird. Is that the society we live in? That truth is now weird. What the hell is that? But Adam, but again, the thing is, they're saying he doesn't charge for anything. He gets paid money for this. The reason he YouTube streams is to get these people to buy his star. It's $5 every month. The question isn't this. The question is, does it cost money to get that star? Stop trying to deflect. I love how you guys are trying to deflect. It's a very simple question. Well, he shouldn't charge for people. He shouldn't charge to teach. What is he going to teach? What is he going to teach? Oh, so he says he's donating all the money to charity. Okay, and you have proof that he does that. So now it isn't. He doesn't charge for anything. Now you've been exposed, every one of you that says he doesn't make money from this, because we all know it costs $5 a month for each person that has that. So now that you've moved the goalpost, now you're like, well, he does get money from it, but he donates it all to charity, and somehow I'm weird. Again, how is it weird to tell the truth? Since when did the truth become weird? Why are you charging for signals? Why are you charging for your E8? Because I'm damn good at what I do and my time is valuable to me, and I've never apologized for that. I've always said that. I'm good at what I do. Time is the most valuable currency you have. You never get it back. And I'm damn good at what I do, and I charge for my services, and I will never apologize for it because I'm one of the best in the industry. Period. End of story. Does that answer your question? No, 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 no. I'm saying that if you charge for your services, you should be able to prove to people that you're profitable. No, his time is valuable to him too. Exactly. That's why he makes money from doing it. You said he doesn't make any money. No, everyone's time is valuable. When did I say that just my time is valuable? What does he teach, Yuri? Explain to me what he teaches. Let's get into that a little bit. What does he teach? Explain it, Yuri. Explain it to me. Explain what he teaches. Hindsight trading? That's what he teaches. This is what Dave teaches. This is what Dave teaches. Okay? I'm on his YouTube right now, Yuri. Is this not a picture of him right now? Is that not a picture of him? I'm on his YouTube right now. I'm on his YouTube. This is what Dave teaches, okay? Dave teaches that he says, I told you guys it was going to go up from down here when it's gone up to here. That's what Dave teaches. I told you guys it was going to go up. I mean, just watch it again. Just watch this video. I told you it was going to go up from the bottom when it's already up, way up top. Watch the video. Listen to what he says. You guys are getting, it's unbelievable. You guys are brainwashed. It's really easy. It's really easy to say it's going to go up from the bottom after it's gone up. That's called hindsight. It's beautiful. It's really easy. That's what he teaches. It's really easy to say. I said in 1985 that the Americans were going to send astronauts to the moon in the 1960s and 70s. Do you see the problem with that? In 1985, I said that Americans would send astronauts to the moon in 1960s or 70s. Do you see the problem with that? What's the problem with that? What's the problem with that? I said in 1985 that Americans were going to send astronauts to the moon in the 1960s or 70s. What's the problem? Just answer what's the problem with that? 1985, I said that Americans would send a person to the moon in the 1960s and 70s. What's the problem? Well, yeah, because I can say in 1985 that they're going to send people to the moon in the 1960s and 70s because it already happened. It's mind blowing. They never did. It was fake. That's pretty good. I do like that. So let's just listen to it so I can prove the point to you guys. Let's just listen to it. Right? Straight from the horse's mouth. Listen to it. Let's just listen to it. Straight from the horse's mouth. Let's just listen to it.
Dun 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 dun.
Loey, 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 let me make something very, very clear to you. I could give two shits about YouTube. I could give two shits about Instagram. Both of those could go away tomorrow, and I don't give two flying fucks. I don't care about social media. I make money trading. I don't care. I could care less if no one follows me. I could care less if my YouTube channel goes away tomorrow. I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to help people to question whether or not these people that say they're really good at something are actually really good. I could give two flying fucks about YouTube. I'm having fun, Yuri, but thank you. I'm having fun. Thank you. I'm trying to help people. We're playing it. Don't worry.
Right? Dun-dun-dun-dun. But we come back. So we tapped into this.
Okay, here we go. Listen. Look.
We continued above. And we came back. Here. Institutional candle, right?
Okay, listen. Listen to what he's saying. Listen to what he's saying. Listen to what he's saying. We went up and then we came back. Well, no shit. You have the foresight of actually seeing what the market did. Listen to what he said there. We went up and then we came back. No shit, Sherlock. No shit. No shit. What an amazing analysis. Considering you had the foresight of actually seeing what the market did, and you said, oh, it went up and then it came down. Really? Really? That is amazing, considering that the live market is over here. And you're talking about this over here and saying, oh, it went up and then it went down. It went up and then it went down. It's the best hindsight trading in the world. Why isn't he talking about it right here? Why isn't he saying it's going to go up or it's going to go down when it's right there? Why isn't he talking about it right here in the live market? He's talking about stuff way back here. He'll never challenge me. He's a pussy. He won't challenge me because he's a pussy. He knows what happens when he challenges me. He knows what happens when he challenges me. I offered him $1,000 to his favorite charity if he beat me in a US 30 competition. He knows what happens. He gets his ass kicked. He gets exposed for being an idiot. Well, I talked about mine earlier in the live stream, or organism. You'll just have to watch that video because I absolutely explained it to you. I absolutely explained it earlier. Should we just do it again? Should we do it again? I literally, I don't know how long I've been streaming, but I literally talked about it. I talked about it. Okay, so he's going to keep talking about stuff that happened in the past.
They mitigated this area, pushed, pivoted off of the same area, went to bring price up. You had all of this storing of...
Okay, listen to what he's saying. It mitigated this area and then did this and then did that. Well, it's really easy to say that once it's already happened. That's what I'm saying. This isn't analysis. What he's doing isn't analysis. It's hindsight trading. And he's talking about mitigation and all this. You know what's very, very simple about these areas? Look at this area right here that he keeps highlighting. So it breaks this area, right? And like he says, it comes back. Why? Because that's a basic support and resistance area right here. It was previous resistance. Previous resistance always becomes support. So once that resistance gets broken, it becomes support. Previous resistance now becomes support. It comes right back to the same area and it goes up again to the same area here and comes back and tests that area one time. Guess what? You can call that whatever you want to call it. It's basic support and resistance trading. And he has all these fancy words for something that's basic support and resistance. It's right here too. It's right there. It's basic support and resistance, and he's making it like mitigation candle and this and that. No, it's called basic support and resistance. That's what it's called. Basic support and resistance. Pretty simple. It's pretty simple.
Liquidity being created here. Elliott wave has a pattern for that. And then what? I said, watch this candle, right?
Okay. There it is right there again. So he says, I said, watch this candle right here. But where's the execution? He says, I said, watch this candle. Where? Where did you say watch this candle? And if you did say watch the candle, then where is the execution? Where's the execution? If you did say watch this candle, then where is the execution? It's one thing to talk about it. It's one thing to execute on what you say you said. Come on, what? Come on, what? Where are we going? What do you want me? Where are we going? You're saying, bro, come on. Where are we going? We taking a car drive? Where are we going? What do you mean, bro? Come on. Where are we going? To Mexico? Like, where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? No, I know, I'm just saying, I love that. I love the comment, like, come on. Everyone says, come on. I'm always like, well, where are we going? If you are such confident about your live trades, then show it to your people and grow your account together with people. Why are you charging? Because I'm good at what I do, and are you not listening? Maybe you just came in here. My time is valuable to me. My time is valuable to me. Time is the only currency. It's the most valuable currency. You never get it back. My time is valuable to me, and I charge for my time, and I'll never apologize for it because I'm damn good at what I do. So there is that answer again. No, he shouldn't do it for free. He should show that he executes on what he says. He should show that he executes in his own personal live account what he teaches. No, he shouldn't. I've never said he should do it for free. When did I say that? When did I say that? Go through this whole stream and find where I said he should do it for free. He should charge up the ass for his money or for his time. He should charge as much as he should get. But he first should be able to show that he executes on what he talks about. It's really easy to talk about stuff. Oh, yeah, yeah. I show my live trades all the time. You've mastered support and resistance. Is that all it really is? Yeah, basically it's that simple. Yep, correct. Correct. Pretty much that simple. You are right. Correct. That's pretty accurate. Yes. Pretty accurate. I'm glad you recognize that because yes, it's really trading does not have to be complicated. Okay, so do we need to do this again? Do we need to go over 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 how I do things? Even though I did it before? Do we need to go over it again? Do we need to go over it again? Because I'll go over it again. I mean, I have plenty of time. I don't need to? Okay, that's fine. Okay, fine. Okay, I'll make it really, really easy for you guys. How do you handle liquidity? I really don't care about liquidity. How about that? How do I handle liquidity? I don't pay attention to it. How about that? Does that answer your question too? I could give two flying fucks about liquidity. How about that? Okay, I don't give a damn about liquidity. Does that answer it? Okay, you see that candle I just circled right there? Do you see that candle I just circled? Looks like I'm going to get stopped out on this trade. So I just lost a trade, and trade losses happen, and that sucks. I just lost on that trade, and that's okay. Losses happen. Okay, so do you see that candle right there? I lost on a trade. Oh my gosh, the world's going to end. Do you see that candle right there? What do you see on that candle right there? What do you see on that candle right there that I circled in pink? What do you see? I have to play the Jeopardy music or something. What do you see? Okay, if you're gonna be a smartass, dude, we'll just take you out of there. If you're gonna be a smartass, we'll just take you out of here, easy peasy. Stop being a dumbass and just answer the question, and don't stop being a smartass. What circle? What do you see there on that candle? Do you see a wick at the top of the body of the candle that's longer than the body of the candle with no tail at the bottom? Yes or no? Do you see a wick at the top of the candle longer than the body of the candle with no wick at the bottom of the body of the candle? Yes or no? Okay, there's your sell signal right there. Really simple. That's your sell signal. That's my sell signal. Pretty simple. You sell it at the opening of the next 1 hour candle. When that 1 hour candle closes with that pattern like that, you sell it. Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple? Pretty simple, right? Does that make sense? Okay. So if a buy candle is a wick at the top of the body of the candle longer than the body of the candle with no tail, what would a what? Oh, that's a sell signal. What would a buy signal be? If I wanted to buy this, what would the pattern? What would it be that I'm looking for? Nope, I don't care about my FX book, Lowy. I don't give a damn. No, I do not. It would be the exact opposite, right? I'm not asking you, Lowy, or anybody. I'm not asking you to take my word for it. Just back test it. Just back test it. Okay, so the opposite would be the candle I'm circling right now. It would have a tail at the bottom of the body of the candle with no wick at the top. That would be the opposite. That would be a buy signal, right? You would enter at the opening of the next 1 hour candle. And how would you have done on that trade? If you took this trade right here at the opening of the next 1 hour candle at 29,199, right here, how would you have done on that trade? If you took that trade at the opening of the next 1 hour candle. Backtest what, Lowy? What are we backtesting? Hindsight trade. Again, the difference is what are we backtesting? Hindsight trading? What are we backtesting? What are we backtesting? If you were to get into that trade right there, would you have done okay? Would you have done okay on that trade if you would have gotten in that trade where that blue circle is? So you say you've been doing this for 2 months and it works 70 to 80% of the time. So again, Entrepotens, AVAC, Jursa. My next question to you are, in those 2 months, you're saying you're a profitable trader. So you're saying you're a profitable trader after 2 months? Again, it's a yes or no question. Said you've been doing this for 2 months and it works 70 to 80% of the time. So are you a profitable trader in a live account? In a live account? And if you are, that's great. That's great. Good. Good. Okay, so good for you. That's awesome. And I'm happy for you. Okay, so again, would you have made money if you would have taken this trade at the blue circle? Would we have made money? I lose track of names, but sorry. Would you have made money on this trade with the blue circle? Would you have made money? It's a really, really simple question. So just back test it. Every time you have that pattern that is on the 1 hour time frame, just back test it. Now, the reason I took the trade I just took and I lost that trade, why did I take the trade I just took and I lost? Why did I take that trade right there? Well, let's get rid of all these now, and we'll just go to this one. Why did I take the trade on this 1 hour close a couple hours ago? Why did I take that trade? Why did I take that trade? Yep. Yep. And guess what? I lost, right? No system, there's no system in the world that's 100% accurate. Sometimes you lose. But I'm playing the numbers, right? I'm playing the numbers. I know that 85% of the time I'm going to win on that pattern. I know that 85% of the time I'm going to win. Guess what? I lost. That's one of the 15% that I lost. It's okay. Okay, but if you look at the last several times it's done that, you would have made massive amounts of money buying. You would have made massive amounts of money. Every one of those examples you would have made money that I have circled except for the one that I just took. Every single one of these, you would have made money. You would have done really well. This just happened to be one of the 15% where I lost. There it is. It's that simple. It really is that simple. It's that simple. But again, don't take my word for it. Back test it. It works on any time frame. It works on any pair. It works on anything. Bitcoin, it works on anything. It works on crypto. It works on stocks. It works on Forex. It works on indices. It works on it all. It works on everything. But again, don't take my word for it. Just back test it. We did the analysis on every single candle at the beginning of this stream. There were 14 examples of where that pattern formed on the 1 hour time frame. There were 14 examples. You would have had 3 losses at 200 pips each, because every time I get into a US 30 trade, the stop loss is at 200 points. There were 3 trades that took full losses of 600 points, and there was 11 trades that took profit of 1,700. So you had a net of 1,100. Now, if you add the one that just happened, you had 4 losses for 800, and you had 11 wins for 1,700. You still made 900 points, and that's from September 28th till today. If you just would have taken that pattern with that signal, you would have won 11 times, you would have lost 4 times for a net gain of 900 points. It's the same on gold, it's the same on GJ, it's the same on every fucking pair there is. It does not change. Trade it on the 5-minute. You want to do it on the 5-minute? Let's just have some, for shits and giggles, let's just have some fun. You want to trade on the 5-minute? Trade on the 5-minute. I don't fucking care. Trade the same pattern on the 5-minute. You want to do the 5-minute? I hate the 5-minute. I would never do this. But you want to do it on the 5-minute? Do it on the 5-minute. Just start circling every time you have that pattern. Just start circling every time you have that pattern. Now, your expectations have to be different, right? Because you're not going to get as big of moves if you're trading it on the 5 minute. You're not going to get nearly as big a move. So your expectations have to change a little bit. But do the same thing. Just start circling every time you have that pattern, either to the buy side or to the sell side. Just start circling it. Again, don't take my word for it. I'm just some schmuck on the internet. I don't want you to take my word for it. I don't care. And by the way, this is all free. I'm giving this to you for free because I don't give a shit. But just back test it. Don't take my word for it. I'm just some schmuck on the internet. Back test it. Put in the work. The problem is that most people today are too fucking lazy to put in the work. They want it all they just want everything given to them or handed to them. Put in the work. If you want this to be a full-time job, put in the work. Put in the effort. Put in the effort. No, you're not entitled to anything. This generation of 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds are the softest generation and the biggest pussies in the world. Why? Because these are the kids that grew up with participation trophies. Everybody won. We don't keep score, right? We don't keep score. Everybody wins. And you know what damage that did to them? Now they think they're entitled to stuff. They think they're entitled to have it all. I shouldn't lose. I never lost when I was a kid when I was playing sports because we had participation trophies. I got a trophy no matter if I finished in last place. That doesn't do anyone any good. It does nothing except create little whiny bitches. And that's what this generation is. They're little whiny bitches. That's what they are. They're little whiny bitches. And most of you guys that are in your 20s and 30s and in your teens, you're little whiny bitches. I'm sorry. The truth hurts sometimes. You get out into the real world, no one gives a damn about your feelings. Nobody. The real world will chew you up and spit you out and laugh at you. And they don't care. The world doesn't care about your feelings. Nobody does. Suck it up. Grow a pair of balls or let your balls drop. No one cares. People think I'm harsh all the time. I'm trying to prepare them for the world that is going to just destroy them if they're not prepared for it. The world will destroy you. So there's 18 examples just today on the 5-minute chart of that pattern playing out or that pattern setting up. There's 18 examples. You want to know how many I bet won and how many I bet lost? Now, on a 5-minute chart, maybe you set your stops to break even at plus 20, right? Maybe it's not plus 40 or plus 50. Maybe it's plus 20 because your expectations when you're trading a lower time frame chart have to be different. So maybe you place your stop loss to break even at plus 20. But I guarantee you the majority of these trades, even on a 5-minute chart, would have netted you at least 20 points. So we'll go through a few of them. I got a little bit of time again. This is actually kind of fun for me. Yeah, so it says, inside those candles is ICC's power of 3 consolidation, distribution, expansion down, accumulation, consolidation. That's a lot of stuff to think about when you could just look at that candle and say it closed as a doji, right? Or it closed with that pattern. I'm going to take the trade. That's ICC's power of 3 consolidation, distribution, expansion down, accumulation, consolidation. See how that's just it's confusing. And I'm not trying to get on your case. I'm just saying that's confusing to me already. I don't need all of that information. I just need to know, did the candle close with the pattern that I'm looking for? And if it did, then I'm taking the trade. Okay, so number one, you would have gotten in at 39.97, and it would have made. Actually, it never would have done it. You would have made money on number one. You would have made money on number two. You would have lost on number three. I can just go through these and I can pretty much tell you which ones win and which ones lose. And this is on a 5-minute chart. I would never trade the 5-minute chart because I'm not a pussy and I have balls. But I can tell you, I don't even need to look at the numbers. I'm going up based off that 20 points, right? Number 2, you win. Number 3, you lose. Number 4, 5, and 6. Number 4, you win. Number 5, you might lose. Number 6, you might lose, which is fine. Again, number 7, 8, and 9, you win. All wins. Number 10 and 11 and 12, you all win those. Number 12 is a buy. You win that. Did I not label 13? Oh, 13's right here. You win number 13. You win number 14. You win number 15. Now let's check number 16 because number 16 might be close. Do you get to at least 20 points on number 16? Let's see. Yep. Number 16, you get to 27. So number 16, you win. I say that's a win. You should have your stop loss in profit at that point. Number 16 is a win. Number 17 is a win. And number 18 is a win. Are there any disagreements with that? Am I trying to fudge the numbers here? Am I trying to fudge the numbers? Does anybody disagree with that? Am I trying to fudge the numbers? That's on a 5-minute chart. Am I trying to fudge the numbers? Okay, so out of those 18 examples, you won 15 out of the 18, and 3 of them you lost on a 5-minute chart. So you were 15 for 18. Again, I'm not a math major, but what's the winning percentage there? Not a math major, but what's the winning percentage? I'm a psychology person. I got my master's degree in clinical psychology. I'm not a math major, but what's the winning percentage? 15 out of 18. Oh, that's 83%. On a 5-minute chart, 83%. So again, the question is, if you know you're going to be right 83 to 85% of the time and the trade sets up, do you take the trade? We just did it on a 5-minute chart. If you know you're going to be right 80 to 85% of the time, do you take the trade, yes or no? Do you take it? Do you take the trade? Yes or no, you take the trade. Yeah, you take the trade and you're a robot at that point, right? You're a robot. You're a robot. You take the trade because that's what the numbers say to do. So you take the trade because that's what the numbers say to do. You take the trade because that's what the numbers say to do. That's what it says. You take the trade because that's what the numbers say to do. And it's just a numbers game. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Like I said, don't take my word for it. Backtest it. No one's asking you to take my word for it. I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm not asking you to pay me anything. I'm telling you to put in the work. Backtest. Don't be a lazy ass. Backtest. Okay? Don't be a lazy ass. Backtest it. It's all right there for you. It's all right there for you. It is sitting there right in front of you. It's the most powerful system you'll ever come across. But again, it takes losses. Okay? There's no system that doesn't take losses. This is the most powerful system you will ever come across. And it still takes losses. Okay? It is not perfect. I have never claimed that it is perfect. I'm saying that it will win more than it will lose, and you will make money. And that's the difference between Dave and I. I put my money where my mouth is. I actually execute on the trades that I talk about. And even if I lose, you can see all these candles because this is just a small account that the algorithm is working, and it's trading that same pattern based on the 30-minute time frame. So not the 1 hour, but the 30-minute. So my algorithm is taking all of my trades for me. I'm not taking any manual trades in this account. The algorithm is taking everything based on the same pattern. Because it's really nice for me to wake up in the morning, because I don't trade the London session. It's really nice to have my algorithm running all night and come back to massive profits. It's fun. So my algorithm trades while I'm sleeping, and I woke up this morning to massive profits. Now today has been harder. I've lost money today. And so it goes through win streaks, it goes through losing streaks, but over the long run, it makes money. And the difference is, again, I'm willing to show you a live terminal. I'm willing to show you a live terminal with live trades that it's in. I'm willing to show you a live terminal with live trades that it's in. And this algorithm is for sale. This is where I get to pimp my stuff for a second. This algorithm is for sale. I'll put my IG on here. You can talk to me on IG. The algorithm is for sale. It's a one-time fee of $499 US. And if you don't make money after 30 days, you get your money back that you paid for the algorithm and any losses that the algorithm incurred. So if the algorithm loses you money, I will give you back that $499 fee plus any losses that the algorithm incurred. Now, the one caveat to that is that if you come back to me and say, Clay, I did the algorithm for a month and it lost, it has to match what my algorithm account says too, right? You can't take manual trades on your own and then come back and say, I lost a bunch of money. I want you to give me my money back. It has to match the algorithm trades. Does that make sense? You can't just say, I do it all, I did it all, and I let this happen and it lost money. If there's discrepancies in the account, then you won't get that. But if you just let it run and it loses money, not only will I give you the $499 back, I'll give you any of your losses back. I don't care. So I wrote my Instagram on there, Ironman Futures Trading on IG. There is a hater account. There is an Ironman Futures Trading as a scam. I love that guy to death. And the way you know you're doing something important is when you have a hater account. I love the guy. I don't think he's posted for a long time, but I love the guy to death. He is one of my favorite people. If you do not have a hater account, it means you're not doing anything important, okay? Everyone that does things important have hating, people who hate, because it's like the crab in the bucket theory, right? One crab starts to get out of the bucket and all the other crabs want to pull that crab down because their life is fucking miserable and they suck and they don't want that crab to have success. So they have to pull it down because they want it to be miserable fucking people like they are. So if you don't have a hater account, then you're not doing anything of significance or relevance. And so I have one and it's great. But Ironman Futures Trading on IG. And the deal is, plus, one other thing too, if you start an account with Hanko Trade, because Hanko Trade is where the EA is programmed through Hanko Trade. The EA is programmed through Hanko Trade. If you start an account with Hanko Trade through my affiliate link, right? So you look at these commissions right here. You know, every one of these has a commission. They charge commission. I get a certain amount of that commission from each trade when you have an account with my affiliate link. I will give you 20% of those commissions back at the end of the month. So you'll get a 30-day money-back guarantee. I'll cover losses if the algorithm loses with algorithm trades, and you'll get 20% of the commissions I make from the broker when your account trades. Easy Peasy Crypto said, is that why you hate Dave? No, first of all, I don't hate Dave. Okay, so again, let's not put words in my mouth. I don't hate Dave. I don't know Dave personally. Okay, so it's really hard to hate someone that you don't have a relationship with on a day-to-day basis. I don't like some of the stuff that Dave does, and I want people to know, especially new traders, I want them to know who to look out for and who they should be questioning. Do I hate him? No. I don't hate him. Hate's a very, very strong word. And so I would say, no, I don't hate him. I just think that he should be, if he's so good at what he does, then he should be executing on what he does. That's all. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I've had enough of this today. Well, don't do anything silly. But yeah, that's the deal, and it won't be here for long. So if you want to get a hold of me on Instagram, that's the deal. And that's the deal. So get on me on Instagram, Ironman Futures Trading, and we can talk there. You guys all have a great day. It's really simple. It's not complicated.